It is unlisted.
Good.
I've made sure of that.
You know what we didn't talk about on the show
What's that?
was the a Nintendo PlayStation being sold.
Oh,
Did
right.
it sell?
It did,
It did.
for 350,000, right?
I think 360,000.
Okay.
It's less than I expected.
Which, considering that guy was offered over $1 million before,
He said he was offered over $1 million before.
yeah, but
Was that verified?
I don't know.
The world will never know.
I always liked, and I agreed with them. All the people saying like, "Man, this should be given to a museum, or we should put together some funds to get a museum to buy it." And a lot of the familiar faces came out and just like, if we had funds like that, we wouldn't spend it on a one of a kind item. Like, it's not how this works.
A one-time purchase that is something
sit in a case somewhere.
Something that is we've already documented extensively, and we've taken it apart and put it back together again, and we know everything we could possibly know about this.
I mean, sure, it'd be nice to have, but not to spend money on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the after show.
Oh, is that what this is?
We're here. Yes. We got one of them Jeopardy games here from Hacker Alias, Mr. Nelson.
Oh,
and he sent a message along with it, and I will read it now.
Please do.
Hello, CJ, Greg, and Phil.
Hello,
Mr. Nelson. If you were to travel back in time to France in July of 1991, you could have enjoyed watching Miguel Indurain of Spain win the Tour de France.
Yeah, I know.
Or,
I would have done. Tell me about it.
Or you could have picked up this issue of the French video game magazine Tilt Consoles Plus and enjoyed reading EGM-esque reviews in the language of love. I ran their reviews for the Genesis, Master System, NES, SNES, Game Boy, and links through Google Translate from French to English. Made no attempt whatsoever to fix the translation's grammar and pasted them into Jeopardy Labs. Categories are by console in their French names. They only had 4 SNES games reviewed in July 1991, so I tossed in one extra NES game at the $500 level. Feel free to play as one team. It's P1P versus France. Oh, so we can play it as one team.
Let's play it as a team. Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing
more fun.
Yeah.
He says, "Thanks for all you do each week." And
we need a French team name.
Les Enfants Terribles.
There you go. Les Enfants Terribles.
Yeah, I knew I was going to mangle that.
Yeah,
because I'm not Canadian. But at least I'm not mangling the spelling.
ENFENTS.
E what?
ENFENTS.
ENFENTS.
Yep. Les Enfants Terribles.
Sure?
Actually, I'm not sure that's right now that I'm saying
I don't think that's right. I think it's this.
NEAPOLITAN.
Whatever.
Nope. You're right. It's ENFANT. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay. Is that right? I put it right. Okay.
Les Enfants Terribles.
All right. So the categories are Mega Drive, SMS. That's Sega Master System.
Very good, CJ.
Yeah.
NES. That's Nintendo Entertainment System. Super Famicom / NES. That's Nintendo Entertainment System at 500. And then Game Boy / Lynx.
So wait, what is? So there's a.
So these are French. These are English Google translations of the original French reviews.
Well, no, I'm aware of that. I'm just. What is the Super Famicom NES at 500?
There were only 4 Super Famicom games reviewed in the issue.
So the 500
point
Oh, okay. So okay, gotcha. Okay.
All right. So I guess we're starting. Or do we want to just go all the way down all of these?
Yeah, let's go all the way down this time.
Oh, we're gonna go just
1 to 500,
Drive,
1 to 5. Yeah.
All Master Systems. All right, let's do it.
All right, Mega Drive. Remember July 1991.
Yeah, I won't remember that.
Mega Drive. We should trade off in reading these because
that's fine.
I'll go first. The intro sequence that describes the kidnapping is superb, as is the rest of the presentation. Large, clear sprites, hilarious designs, and splendid multi-level parallax scrolling. Incredible. The music suits the game perfectly, and the sound effects are excellent. As in the Mario game, the gameplay is remarkable, and the game never tiresome. By far the best platform game on the Mega Drive, this game represents fun in all its splendor. 95%.
Intro sequence that describes the kidnapping is superb. This is 1991.
91.
Yeah, a kidnapping.
Oh, is it? No, I was thinking like
What's
Double
that?
Dragon, but
Yeah, that's where my mind went as well. Double Dragon.
platform game.
Hilarious designs.
And it's got
Yeah, but that could be a terrible translation too.
Yeah.
Large
multi-level
Grease
parallax scrolling.
It's definitely not Double Dragon then.
When did Earthworm Jim come out?
I want to say it was later than 1991, and you got to remember
I
too
do
that
too.
this is a French magazine.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they might
and
be
everything
getting
came
stuff
out even
later.
later over there than it did here.
As in the Mario game, gameplay is remarkable.
Huh.
Game never. As in the Mario
I
game.
don't know what this is.
Interesting.
Happening is superb as the rest of the presentation.
Is it Aladdin?
No one gets kidnapped in Aladdin.
Aladdin was
Yeah.
91.
Also, yeah.
Aladdin
later.
wasn't
It's a little
91.
early for,
Yeah.
for Aladdin.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Best platform game on
My
the Mega
God.
Drive. What's the best
I mean,
platform
it's
game
not,
on the Mega
it
Drive?
can't be Sonic because there's no intro sequence in
Right.
Sonic.
No.
Super Ghouls and Ghost? Did that come out? Or not Super Ghouls Ghost, but just Ghouls and Ghost?
Oh,
Did that come out later in France?
that's not a bad choice.
Right?
Well, I mean,
It's a platform game.
yeah,
And it's a
the
good one.
European version. Yeah, that's not a bad choice.
Or
Although
is it, what was the
you don't-
Alex Kidd game?
you don't see the kidnapping in the beginning, Ghouls and Ghosts in on the
Yeah.
Genesis.
What about Alex
yeah, you're
Kidd?
right.
Alex Kidd doesn't have a
Genesis.
kidnapping sequence at the beginning either.
and
Didn't? Okay.
It's
I don't
called
think.
Alex Kidd. Oh, maybe. Oh, but he is taking a nap at the beginning of the game. This is a poor translation. Alex Kidd is napping.
I'm stumped. I have no idea what this is.
Also, no one would give Alex Kidd on Genesis 95%.
Well,
No.
that's definitely true.
Nobody knew what they're talking about anyway.
You want to say
I-
Super Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghouls and Ghosts?
I guess
It's
so.
as good a guess as anything.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh,
Castle of Illusion.
Le Château de l'Illusion. Regarde. Mickey
Mickey
Mouse.
Mouse.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
why
we're
did
at
we,
negative
we,
100.
we really should have got that.
Who's
We
reading
should have
this one?
gotten that.
What
Yeah.
order are we going in, CJ? Who's reading after you?
You.
Okay, so Mega Drive for 200. The superb presentation already puts you in the mood.
Mhm.
All levels are very detailed. Music and sound effects share praise. Excellent both by the quality of the control and the good progression of difficulty. This
Oh.
program continues to seduce
Oh, there it is.
even after several hours of play. A top level shoot them up despite his age.
What?
90%.
Oh, we should call them shoot them ups.
Shoot them ups.
Shoot them ups.
That was very
Uh,
detailed. Music and sound effects share praise. Excellent both by the quality of the control and the good progression of difficulty.
Yeah.
Continues to seduce even after several hours of play.
Uh,
Top level, shoot them up. It couldn't be
It's
Midnight
gotta be like
Resistance, could it?
Raiden
I always, I always get confused when I see shoot 'em up, especially where this is a terrible
Yeah.
translation.
Hmm.
I always get confused if it means like a run and gun, like
Or
a tactical game,
or like a
or
space shooter.
I'm gonna say it means a run and gun at the time.
But,
Space
I mean-
shooters were called space shooters.
But I mean, people still called shoot 'em ups. People still call like Gradius shoot 'em ups back in the day too.
See, that's the thing. If it is a shooter,
Hmm.
it could be anything.
And I also have a feeling that top level
Because
might not be like top,
Top
down.
down?
I think it means more like,
because by
high
top
level,
tier.
like
Yeah.
top
Top tier.
tier.
because by
top
this
notch.
date, that means that like Thunder Force 3 was on the market. Gaiares,
Was Thunder Force
Yeah.
3 out at this point?
that came out in 9.
But does it continue to seduce even after several hours of play?
Oh, absolutely. Thunder Force 3, yeah, forget it. I'm still seduced by Thunder Force 3.
Thunder Force 3 was pretty great.
Yeah,
Uh,
the levels are
Gaiares
detailed.
was out there. Musha was out there. I'm not saying it was out in this region yet, but those
Right.
games were
Yeah.
out.
91. Truxton?
Truxton was out there.
Despite his age, though, what does that mean? I
Despite
wonder.
his age.
I want to say that the game is old.
Is it an old game? Yeah.
Man, I really don't
What?
know. This is killing me.
These are hard, really hard.
What was that? What was that Space Invaders game on the
Space
Genesis?
Invaders 90. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, but did that come out in Europe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it is an old shooter.
Yeah, Space Invaders.
That is good on Genesis.
Yeah, it was called 90 in Japan. I think it was called 91 in other parts of the world. That's not a bad. I mean, it is an old game.
Yeah.
That's not a bad.
What about Turrican?
That's not a bad call. Turrican wasn't out by then.
No?
Pretty sure it wasn't.
Okay.
Let's put it this way. I haven't covered it in my show, and I'm in December 26th of 1990.
Okay.
So
okay. Zool.
I think Space Invaders 91 is not a bad call. I really
That's
do.
not going to be that.
Despite the
it's
age
not going to
thing.
be that. It's not going to be that.
I don't know.
It's not going to be that.
I'm not voting for that.
What do you think, Phil?
Yeah.
Space Invaders?
Sure. I mean, that's the only thing I. Oh, it's Thunder Force 3. Of
God
course,
damn
it's
it.
Thunder Force 3. Of course, it's
You're
Thunder Force 3.
All right.
Phil, you're reading this one. Mega Drive for 300.
Mega Drive for 300. A welcoming atmosphere.
I knew that was coming.
This is going to take an hour.
To relieve
Yeah,
on the old choice of options available.
This is going to make it really hard.
Oh my god.
Breathtaking events, original graphics,
You're like,
and
you're like the IT
monsters
guys in the IT crowd.
at the end of a super level. It is like a return to the womb.
That's not in here.
That is not a that's a C Lab reference, y'all.
Yeah.
A welcoming atmosphere to relieve and a whole choice of options available. Breathtaking effects, original graphics, and monsters at the end of super level. Let yourself be carried away by these sensational tunes and shiver at each sound effect. Lots of bonuses, good reaction, and literally tons of enemy garbage to destroy. Okay, this may just be one more shoot 'em up on Mega Drive, but it is exciting and worth its weight in gold. Do not hesitate. 88%.
Musha.
Musha?
Space Invaders 91.
I'll go with Musha.
Or breathtaking. It's another shoot 'em up.
It could be anything.
Yeah, another shoot. I mean, it's probably not Thunder Force 3.
Yeah, I think we can rule that one out.
Tons of enemy garbage to destroy. Huh. Welcoming atmosphere. Oh, man.
Shove it the warehouse
really
game.
Tough. Shove it the warehouse.
It's not a
game.
shove 'em up, it's a shoot 'em up.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Boy.
Ooh. It's worth its weight in gold.
Worth its weight in gold. Do not hesitate.
Shoot 'em up.
88%.
Breathtaking graphics or breathtaking effects. Original monsters. Oh, what year did Zombies Ate My Neighbors come out?
After this.
After
It
this,
wasn't
yeah.
even on the Mega Drive.
What about Haunting starring Poltergeist?
Also not out yet.
And it's not a shoot 'em up.
Tons of enemy garbage to destroy.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was the other
Gaiaris?
Garrus.
You want to just say Gaiaris?
Do it.
All right.
Do it.
Gynog.
Or Gynog.
Wings of
War.
War.
AKA Wings of War. Oh,
Forgot
man.
There's no way
we're
we're
doing
ever
terrible.
getting that. We're at minus 600.
We are doing poorly. Boy, I'll tell you what.
Well, I mean, there's no hint to any of these.
No
we
hints,
might be the
right.
ones
Go for it,
surrendering
CJ.
in this game.
Mega Drive for 400. Wow.
Mega Drive for
Wow.
400. Attractive presentation screens and many options to combine. Disappointing in places, but of quality in time. Great, the soundtrack perfectly accompanies the action. From start to finish action. 4 levels of skill and 9 steps to take. Excellent game. Successful conversion.
Okay.
Lovers of shoot 'em up.
Goddamn shooter.
A
Yeah.
game not to be missed. My God.
Okay, so 4 levels.
Is this Truxton?
9.
Is this Streets of
steps-
Rage?
9 steps to take.
It's a shoot 'em up.
It's a shoot 'em up, and it's an arcade conversion.
Yeah, which
I mean,
Truxton is.
fits that, but I mean, there are other
many options to combine.
4 levels of skill and 9 steps to take. Could be.
Could that be Gyarados with the options to combine? Because couldn't you like steal
That's
weapons?
Gyarados isn't an arcade port.
I know, but man.
But successful conversion doesn't necessarily mean that it's an arcade port, right?
I mean, it could be in Sector X.
Ooh.
It could be Truxton. It could be like Arrow Flash. It could be. There's so many arcade shooters.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know if Arrow Flash was an arcade shooter. Could be Atomic Robo Kid.
Wow.
4 levels of skill, 9 steps to take.
I'm having trouble parsing that. Does that mean there are 4 levels, or does that mean there are 4 difficulty?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is a tough game.
Yeah.
I think Truxton was our first instinct.
Truxton?
Although Truxton is pretty old, but
that's true.
So
is Truxton.
Those Thunder Force 3.
Yeah.
Midnight
Resistance.
Didn't you say that for the first one? Yeah.
All right.
We are
losing this game.
We're at a -1,000 and we're going for Mega Drive for 500.
Oh boy.
Nothing that allows you to rave about. The scenery improves as the game progresses. The sound effects stick perfectly to the action. Good adaptation to the level of the different players. The game remains addictive in many parts. A shoot them up that counts as one of your choices.
Oh my God.
Big month for shoot them up.
So just to call out,
seriously,
like I on Generation 16, I said I'm at like December 26th, 1990. There were something like 13 shoot 'em ups released that month.
Jeez.
They were huge in 90 and 91.
Yeah.
And again, we now have confirmation that both spaceship shooters and like run and guns are being referred to as shoot them ups. Yeah.
Yep. Nothing that allows you to rave. The scenery improves as the game progresses. Sound effects stick perfectly. Good adaptation to the level of the different players. I think that's a difficulty level thing.
Yeah. This could really be describing anything, though.
Were there any other run and guns around this time?
Not that I can remember.
Yeah. Was Mercs around this time?
No.
Okay.
I don't think. I don't remember. I haven't played it yet.
Right.
Ooh.
But I mean, I've also covered like 150 games.
Oh boy.
I don't know, man. This could be anything.
Say
shoot them up.
Truxton.
That counts as one of your choices. In Sector X? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sure. In Sector X.
Let's do it. Sector X.
Veritex.
What is Veritex?
I don't think that ever came out here.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, really.
So we're at -1,500.
We
didn't
lost
get one of those
every
right.
one of
we
those.
lost every point that round.
And now we're going into the Sega Master System game.
Master System for
this
100.
would be even worse. If you thought we did bad on Mega Drive, a system we actually played.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Phil.
Sega Master System for 100. Super funny video screens. Many options as well as a sound test. Naturally. The jackpot character rolls the mechanics, walks with a lunar step, I know what this is, and shows off even when he enters the elevator. Amazing if you're one of his fans. If not, a little annoying.
Do it, Phil.
Oh! And ow! Galore. One can easily become, quote, addicted, unquote. Although the game, quote, looking, unquote, is slightly repetitive. Frankly, difficult to come back to it once the game is over. Strictly for his fans. Overall, a good game. 81%.
I really want to see the French translation for Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Le Walker de la Lune.
Lunar Step. All right.
Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Absolutely.
There's no French translation. All right, we're at -1,400, boys.
Michel Jackson.
I'm pretty sure that's not how you'd say that. Go for it, CJ.
Sega Master System for 200. The introductory screen is quite successful, but it stops there.
Ouch.
Good backgrounds and quality sprites. Soundtrack is none compared to that of the arcade version. Becomes boring very quickly. 5 levels, but the scenario and the control system are both poor. Unexpected but disappointing. Conversion 67%. Ooh. You can say
could
Double
be
Dragon.
Altered Beast.
That was my first thought. Actually, was Altered Beast.
Altered Beast because it's 5 levels. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's terrible on the Master
Yeah.
System. It is awful.
Let's do that then. Let's say Altered Beast.
Strider.
Strider.
Also very
Strider.
true. We're at minus
Man.
1600.
Okay. 300 level.
Sega Master System for 300. Good introductory screens for each new level. Excellent ultra fast 3D sprites and neat backgrounds. Soundtrack without interest. Lots of suspense. Only 4 universes, but they are worth seeing. In summary, this game is the best shoot 'em up
Oh, no.
available on Sega. To
Another
test
shoot 'em up.
without waiting.
To test without waiting. 85%.
I mean, a Space Harrier? That seems kind of old at
Oh,
this point.
yeah. Excellent ultra fast 3D sprites and neat
4
backgrounds.
universes.
4 universes. I don't know.
Probably
I
it's
don't-
probably levels.
Yeah, that seems short for a Space Harrier game, though. But I don't know Space Harrier on the Master System.
Yeah.
What else? What other? Okay, so it's
But introductory screens for each new level. Space Harrier doesn't have that.
all it has
Right.
is all it ever had was that screen that just says the name of the world. That's
Yeah.
it.
Get ready.
Yeah. Soundtrack without interest. Lots of suspense. Only 4 universes, but they're worth seeing. Introductory screens for
Or-
each new level.
Were there other like kind of super scalery games on Master
If there
System?
were, I don't know them. I mean, there was Outrun, but
Right. But
only 4 universes. That doesn't fit Outrun.
no.
And I'm assuming it's a Sega game, but it might not be.
Yeah.
Right. Ultra fast 3D sprites.
Neat backgrounds.
Ugh, do we want to just say Space Harrier?
I don't know what else it would be. It could be Galaxy Force.
Oh.
Was
Galaxy Force or Galaxy
on-
Force 2?
Galaxy Force 2 was on the
Genesis.
Genesis,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it was on, and I don't know if it was the first one or the second one.
Maybe.
It's just that Space Harrier is so old.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe it is Galaxy Force.
Or I talked us out of the right answer.
Yeah, that's also. We've done that a few times
Yeah.
so far.
Galaxy Force.
I'm
Let's give it to ourselves. It's Galaxy Force. Galaxy Force 2.
Okay.
agreed.
Galaxy Force.
It is Galaxy Force. Greg,
Force de Galaxy.
look at
Wow.
us.
Look at
All
that,
right.
minus 13. So I just want to point this out.
Yeah,
We got all 5 Mega Drive game wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've gotten 2 out of 3 Master System games. So
There you go. Well, but they were all shoot them ups.
It's
You know,
Yeah.
is this me?
This is you.
It's you. It's
Okay.
for 400.
Master System for 400. A very nice general game with the possibility of playing alone or in pairs.
Walks downstairs.
Excellent effects that cover the entire screen and look very similar to those of the arcade game. A good interpretation of arcade music with the familiar sound effects. Your grandmother's cat would play there with firm eyes. An engaging program from start to finish. Many exciting levels in addition, a secret level. Enough to make the children happy. An absolutely remarkable adaptation of the famous arcade game. You can't stop playing it.
Oh man.
It's got to be Golden Axe.
Really?
That's the first one that comes to
Yeah,
mind.
playing
91?
alone or in pairs.
I can't remember
Yeah.
if it was 2 players or not on the. I mean, the other one I'm thinking is Double Dragon.
Would your grandmother's cat play there with firm eyes?
There's got to be some French phrase that's not translated.
Many exciting
Yeah.
levels with, in addition, a secret level.
I mean, I'm
Oh.
thinking of the Genesis version of Golden Axe
Yeah.
had an extra level at the end
Oh, that's
with a new
right.
boss, right? Because there was Death Adder,
Right.
but then there was I forget the name of the other guy.
And excellent effects that cover the entire screen.
Oh
Magic?
yeah.
Magic
Golden
spells,
Axe.
right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Golden Axe.
It has to be Golden Axe.
All right. Let's call it Golden Axe.
Pac-Mania.
Pac-Mania.
That's some bullshit.
What?
Wow.
Excellent
Ouch.
effects that cover the entire screen? Pac-Mania?
Pac-Mania.
Minus
Why would my-
1,700.
Why would my grandmother's cat play Pac-Mania with firm eyes?
Whose turn is it to read? Is it
Mine.
CJ's?
Yeah.
Master
Lib.
System for 500.
Bull
Ah.
crap
they
is what
suck.
this is.
The game begins with an explanation of the goal of the game. Similarly, each world is commented on.
Oh, good.
Surprisingly
The French version
pure
of Game
Sega
Fan.
sound. One of the weak points, some sound effects. However, the controls are simple and the game is exciting. There are more than 5,000 worlds to discover.
What?
Exclamation points.
This is No Man's Sky.
A cartridge that combines strategy and action. To have! Exclamation point, 85%. It's got to be populous, right?
Populous, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Strategy
Sure.
and action.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5,000 worlds to discover. There was an unreal amount of worlds.
Yeah, populous. Populous.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Boom.
Nice job.
How did that happen?
Minus
I don't know.
1,200. We still got
Okay.
3 of those.
Here we go. NES. We'll
NES for
we should
100.
do
Here's
better
where we
here,
get it all
right?
back.
Yeah. You think.
So NES for 100. Superb intro screens. They love their intro screens.
They really
what's up
do.
with that?
We succumb to the game.
Anticipation.
Probably the greatest variety of sprites and backgrounds ever seen in an NES game. All great. His funk music and sound effects mesmerize the player. Controlling him is a real pleasure, and getting your hands on additional weapons a mega pleasure.
Ooh.
9 levels keep you constantly in suspense, and they are not easy, but if we get there, why not change the level of difficulty? A mind-blowing NES platform game that you must just buy as soon as possible. 95%.
Yeah. Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. But his funk music?
I'm thinking it
It
might be Mega Man
sounds-
2.
Controllers with pleasure. Additional. Yeah, you're right. A mega pleasure. Getting your hands on an
'Cause
additional weapons, a
great-
mega pleasure.
Great music.
Oh,
The variety of
yeah.
sprites and backgrounds.
9 levels. That sounds about right.
Yeah, because you got 8 levels plus if they count all the
So we're talking
Wily
Mega Man
stages as
2
one.
then, right? Because there's only 6
And-
levels in Mega Man.
And talks about
91.
changing the difficulty, which Mega Man 2 had
Yeah.
the 2 different difficulty levels.
Yep.
I'm thinking this is
Agree.
Mega Man 2.
Mega Man 2.
Thinking it is.
Mega Man-
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It is Mega Man. Yeah.
No one says "yeah" like that, by the way.
Yeah. I believe one person does, and that person is a
We are-
moi.
You're at minus 1,100. We're clawing back. Let's do it.
All right, Phil.
Okay, NES 200. Overall, pretty good. The scenes describe the plot of the film with images from the movie, but they are dummies. The sprites are agitated against a background of bad decors. The theme song, oh, the theme song is massacred, and the sound effects are really weak. You know, this is for a review that starts off with overall pretty good.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sounds really bad.
Yeah.
The action is supercharged, but simple enough to allow to play. Moves are difficult to master. However, the lack of originality combined with poor visual effects tire in the long run. Has all the ingredients to be a good game, but the sound and graphics spoil everything. Try before you buy, 57%. But still overall pretty good.
1991.
91, yeah.
1991.
Describes the plot of the film with images from the movie.
Yeah. Bad movie game.
I'm trying to think of a movie game that had
With
images. from the
cinemas,
film.
yeah.
Theme song's massacred. Couldn't be Goonies, could it? No.
No.
Oh.
Back to the Future?
Back to the Future?
No.
I'm trying to think of a movie game that had scenes from the movies.
RoboCop?
Uh,
I mean, it had those little animated sequences of RoboCop like flapping his lips or shooting his gun.
Moves are difficult to master. Lack of originality combined with poor visual effects.
It's a tough one.
trying to think of a movie game that
What
was
about
like more of a
Roger Rabbit?
fighting.
Was that that
That
was
didn't have
earlier?
any moves though.
91. Yeah, no moves.
You were just picking up, or you were just picking items to use, weren't
Yeah.
you, in that game? Really?
Yeah,
And there's also no like Roger Rabbit theme.
that's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the theme thing is what's getting
Song.
me. That's why I thought Goonies.
Right.
Is Back to the Future had Power of Love? Did it? I don't remember. I'm asking.
No, it didn't.
Okay. Or even the score.
Terminator?
Terminator. Yeah.
Yeah. Terminator 2.
Is there really a theme song for Terminator?
Well, I mean, it's opening.
Opening
music is pretty famous.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
It's sung by the Family Guy.
What about moves?
Man, I have no idea.
Moves difficult to master.
What about Lethal Weapon? I don't know. This could be anything.
Hey,
Platoon.
come with me if you want to live.
Platoon.
Platoon. Actually, Platoon came to mind because it's terrible.
But
Asterix.
I think
this.
it's gonna be like Asterix.
Yeah.
I think a Platoon review would talk about the varied types of gameplay.
Yeah. What about like
Well, Predator or Total Recall. What years were those?
what was it? Hudson Hawk.
Ooh, Hudson Hawk. God. Really being plastered all over EGM once.
It was on the cover of EGM, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
know,
was.
yeah.
Yes, it was.
I never saw that movie.
Me neither.
I'm thinking it's either RoboCop or Terminator.
Yeah, probably.
Say RoboCop.
Is. RoboCop.
RoboCop.
I'm down with that.
Ghostbusters
2.
Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, that fits.
Yeah, theme
Okay.
song. Duh.
So we're at minus 1300 again, and NES for 300. CJ.
Okay. Lots of screens with very attractive presentations to discover. In a word, quality. Remarkable for an arcade game with superb tracks and a very fluid animation of the vehicles. Ooh, that's good. Spy Hunter. A wide variety of music and sound effects. A bit slow, but unequaled by 2 players or more. 8 tracks. It doesn't seem like much, but there are lots of different races and the possibility of playing together to keep you going. If you have a Nintendo console looking for a racing game for multiple players, you've found it. Not RC Pro-Am, is it? No,
That's
that's
an
not
arcade
That
game.
wasn't an arcade game.
Super Sprint?
Yeah,
Super Sprint feels old though.
But did Super
Yeah.
Sprint support more than 2 players even? Because
Could be Ivan Iron Man Stewart's
Oh,
Super
yeah.
Off Road.
That's right.
That did support 2 players. I'm pretty sure.
that was an arcade game, right?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Let's say that one.
Super Off Road? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Watch it be Super Sprint. Super
Super
Off.
Off-
There you
Super
go.
Off Road. All right.
Right. Man, we're back to minus 1,000. We haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
We haven't. It's true. All right. NES for 400.
If you expect a flashy intro, you will be disappointed. The visual effects improve during the game, but never reach a high level. The sound effects of the beep beep type and the banality of the
Oh,
musical
man.
pieces
Wow.
add nothing to the action. If you don't ask for too much, it is fun, and the 2 action styles enrich the game. Fun in small doses, but too repetitive and not stimulating enough to catch your neck.
Okay.
Not bad, but not particularly good. One more. Before buying it, try other Nintendo titles.
Oh,
Play
jeez.
anything else. 73%. This could be anything.
Sound effects are the beep beep.
2
type.
action styles.
Sound effects, beep beep type, and the banality of the musical pieces add nothing to the action.
2 action styles.
Yeah. What type of game had 2 different play
Yeah.
styles? Trying to.
Yeah. Something that's fun in small doses. Visual effects improved in the game, never reach a high level. 73% on this one. So not great.
Man, Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's got 2 different play styles.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the arcade version had a flashy intro.
That's a good point.
2 action styles.
That's a good point.
Too repetitive. Ooh.
It's the right year, isn't it?
You want to say TMNT?
Yeah, might as well. I can't think of anything else.
Okay, TMNT.
Probotector.
Wait, what?
They didn't like Contra.
Didn't like the
Interesting.
What?
Goddamn French. Minus 1,400 points.
Good.
All
in
right,
small
NES
doses,
for
but too
5.
repetitive. Grand. It's full of comic book style screens and a password system.
Oh.
Considering its craftsmanship, quality, and diversity, it is unquestionably the best. Perfectly orchestral sounds and hits. Piloting the ship is a major challenge, and with the collection of all the objects, you risk being immediately, quote, addicted, unquote. Lots of levels to conquer and add to this game that you can play for months. One of the biggest NES titles of the year. For pure pleasure, buy it. You will not regret it. 94%.
Okay, so
Piloting
comic
a
book
ship.
style screens and a password system.
Yeah.
And piloting the ship.
Piloting the ship.
Could it be
Comic
Guardian
book.
Legend?
Maybe, but
I can't remember if that had passwords. I
don't remember comic book style screens in that game.
Yeah, me neither.
It's one of the biggest NES titles of the year. Which seems like we should know that.
Yeah.
Password system. Huh.
It's not
Piloting
Metroid.
the ship.
Yeah. I don't know what that could be.
Or is it a mistranslation? It's not actually ship.
Yeah, that's also true.
This is going to be TMNT.
Yeah.
Oh,
What about DuckTales? No. DuckTales 2?
well, DuckTales 2
DuckTales
came
2, this
well
is way
after
too early
this.
for.
Yeah.
Piloting this ship. Tailspin? Tailspin was hard as hell.
Tailspin.
Ah.
Collectionable objects.
Yeah. Oh, hey, buddy. What's
Hi.
up? What's up?
Let's just say TMNT.
No.
It's not going to be it. That didn't have a
That's
password
probably not.
system.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yes. Oh.
Password system.
Yeah, the password system is throwing me. Like I was immediately thinking like a Gradius or a Life Force or something like
And
that. but
orchestral sounds.
It's not a Castlevania.
Finn
Could
had
be-
to say
no, because
night
there's
night
no
to me.
ship in Castlevania.
Okay. There's no
Um,
ship in Castlevania.
There's no ship in Castlevania.
Maybe there should be.
There's no boats in Contra 2.
This is Jaws then, right?
Yes.
NES Jaws.
Piloting the ship is a man with the collection of all the objects. Man.
What about like Solar Jetman or
One of the biggest NES titles of the year?
yeah, no.
Solar Jetman?
I don't know, man.
We're gonna feel real stupid when this is revealed, you know.
What are we going with?
It's gonna be like Metal Gear or Snake's
Yeah.
Revenge.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Say
know
Solar
either.
Jetman. Solar Jetman.
All right, Solar Jetman. Solar Jetman.
What?
is the answer.
What?
I'm gonna say we got to go back and re-listen to this because I pulled a lot of these out of the hat.
It is Solar Jetman. Wow.
How the hell did
That's
you
right.
get Solar Jetman?
Bitches.
How in the world?
Wow.
Flying the ship is a challenge because it had gravity that you had to deal with. You had to collect a bunch of stuff.
Solar Jet Man. All right,
Wow.
Super Famicom
Yes,
and
I
NES
pulled
at
out
500.
Super Off-Road and Solar Jet.
You
Man. Come on.
did.
You did.
All right, Super Famicom for 100. Who's reading this?
CJ.
The technical characteristics for each car, an irreproachable method of control, as well as excellent effects. Everything is there to obtain a presentation more than remarkable. The best 3D racetracks currently on the market. Excellent sound effects. Unfortunately, the music is not always up to par. Driving the cars is such a pleasure that you are immediately taken in by the game. Fast, captivating, and exciting. A real racing game.
It's got to be F-Zero.
Yeah, right.
This is July
Gotta be.
1991.
Yeah, gotta be F-Zero, right?
Although saying the music is not up to par seems weird. But
Well, I mean, they also said Probotector sucked, so
yeah, that's
That's
true.
a good point.
Yeah, it's got to be F-Zero, right?
remember, you got to remember that this wasn't Nintendo World like the US was, right? Like
That's a good point.
True.
it wasn't
Yeah.
popular there, but
F-Zero?
so we're saying
Yeah.
F-Zero.
Yeah.
What is F-Zero?
Hey, we did it.
We're at minus 800. Super Famicom for 2. A display screen shows each mode of the transport. Too bad the text is in Japanese. Yeah, so they're
Whoa.
reviewing imports.
Yeah.
3D graphics never equaled before. Great special effects, easy to learn and interesting from the start. A little disappointing in the short term, but it's a game that is made to last. Original and dazzling graphics, 95%. Got to be Pilot Wings. You think?
Yeah.
Pilot Wings, yeah.
Mhm.
Pilot Wings.
Yep.
Boom.
We're
Got it.
minus 600.
All right.
Okay.
Super Famicom,
Famicom
NES.
for 3.
Yeah.
Excellent presentation with the addition of an arcade option.
Hmm.
Some graphics are a bit sumptuous, but those of the arcade sections are sure to impress you. Very beautiful medieval songs in the first half of the game, and superb epic
Oh.
melodies in the other. Once you master this funny strategy, the game will be fun from start to finish. It is a real challenge, which is also exciting. A blameless game. A chubby cherub, tons of actions, and horrible monsters. What more? 85%.
ActRaiser.
Yeah, it's got to be ActRaiser, right?
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
ActRaiser.
Boom. Yeah.
And minus
We're
300.
coming back.
We are closing in on these
So there's
zero
an NES game at the end, though.
positive
Yeah, that's
territory. All right.
Uh,
Super Famicom for 400. The animated presentation is very good. There is nothing wrong with the orders. The most beautiful version of this game. Only one problem: at certain levels in 2-player mode, the possibility left to the player to go through several planets lengthens his lifespan. The player, even after finishing the game, can have fun taking another path. If the game had been more original, we would have been entitled to the mega hit, 89%.
Super Mario World.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Most beautiful version of this game.
Well, they could just be talking about Mario in general.
That's true.
And if it had been more original, I mean, that was one of the big criticisms for Mario World, right? Was that it was
Yeah.
basically Mario 3 on steroids.
Yeah.
yeah,
but it does
possibility
have
left to
the
the player to go through several planets.
multiple
Yep.
worlds or paths that you can go back and
Yeah.
find all the exits and stuff.
But this is the $400 level.
Yeah.
It's going to be Super Mario World.
Possibly. I mean, it's got to be a launch window.
It's launch window Japanese game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it might be Mario World.
worse. You sure?
I think I'm
okay,
sure.
let's go Mario World. I was thinking like Gradius. I don't know.
Yeah, great. I mean, does that have multiple paths? I have no idea.
I'm sure they would have used the word shoot them up though.
Nah, you're probably right. All
It's
right,
true.
Mario World. Mario World.
Oh, look at
Darius
that.
Twin.
Darius Twin.
So it is a
Twin.
shooter.
It is a
We're
shoot
never
them up.
getting that.
No, we wouldn't have gotten Darius Twin.
700. Hey, NES for 500.
Okay.
NS Extra.
Yeah, this
Interesting
is
for its many gaming stations. Little animation, but clear and varied screens. The sound environment is good. It reflects the highlights of the game. The flexibility of the game and its easy handling greatly enhance the playability of the missions. Excellent lifespan since the skill is well measured and the final missions are really quote unquote hard. One of the few really convincing simulations of the NES library, a game that makes the best use of the console's capabilities, 86%.
It's going to be like Nobunaga's Ambition or something.
Right.
Gaming stations.
What does that even mean?
Convincing simulations.
Is it a flight sim?
Yeah, like Top Gun or
Game
something?
And its easy handling. Yeah. Greatly enhance the playability of the missions. Final missions
are really hard. That's definitely Top Gun was hard, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Is it Top Gun?
Because you couldn't land the damn plane.
But from 1991, would it have been Top Gun? I thought Top Gun was earlier than 91, came out. At least in the US.
It might have been. I don't remember when it came out.
Well, guess what? Mes-Amis.
There was a second
This ain't
Top
the
Gun.
America.
There was a second Top Gun for the NES, right?
Top Gun 2, the second mission.
Yeah.
Was it really? Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting for its many gaming stations.
Yeah, that's a sentence that makes sense.
Easy handling.
I mean, I'm willing to go with Top Gun. If you guys think
Top Gun had like the flying stages, and it had like those refueling stages.
Yeah,
and then it had the landing stages. So that might be the different gaming stations that they're talking about,
maybe,
or the varied screens. I don't know. I'm down with Top Gun if you guys are.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, let's do Top Gun.
If you get it wrong, it's CJ's fault.
Yeah.
Silent Service, the submarine simulation.
Oh, there it is.
Go, CJ.
Nice.
I never played Silent Service.
Okay, guys, we were at minus 1,200, and there's only, I think, 1,500 points left on the board.
Oh, boy. Game Boy and Lynx. We'll see what happens. Is this me?
Yeah.
Okay, this is for 100, and this is for the Game Boy. This is for Game Boy. The game, all the ingredients that make the characters' fans happy. Action above all, combined with excellent graphics. It is pleasant from start to finish, full of surprises, enough to seduce the most knowledgeable of beat-em-up lovers. 88%.
Could be Double Dragon. Oh, it could be Fall of the Foot Clan.
Because talking about
happy.
Characters fans.
We really get a hard on for Double Dragon and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Fall of the Foot Clan did have really excellent graphics, though.
It did.
Really excellent.
It did.
And fans of TMNT rejoice.
I'd say it was pleasant from start to finish.
Plus, this is
all
characters fans happy,
yeah.
multiple characters fans.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. No, the characters fans thing that makes sense. I'm willing to go with that.
Yeah.
Fall of the Foot Clan.
I'm thinking Fall of the Foot Clan.
TMNT.
Yeah.
Look at that. Minus 1,100.
On our way.
Let's do Game Boy Lynx for 200. This is for the Lynx. This game uses the Lynx screen vertically. I bet you it's Clax. The idea is excellent because it's perfectly suited to the shape of the treadmill, which in any case has little importance for such a strategy game, is correct. The only criticism I will make of it concerns the joypad, whose imprecise handling has often been the cause of loss of bricks. I 100% agree with that.
Gotta be Clax.
93%. It's Clax.
Yep.
It is time for Clax.
Clax.
It is the 93%, and it is time for Clax.
So there's 1,200 points left on the board. We are at minus 900.
We could do this. We could.
We could.
I will say,
although I've exhausted my knowledge of the Lynx library.
This category, instead of Game Boy / Lynx, should have been called Potent Portables. And I'm disappointed in Mr. Nelson that it is not.
All right.
Who's Game Boy Lynx for 300? This is a Lynx game. The goal is clearly defined. It is necessary to clean the orbital stations of the invaders. A nice and varied game that will give a hard time to the most tough. 81%. And it's got to be Xenophobe.
Xenophobe,
yeah, right. Xenophobe.
Xenophobe is
baby,
correct.
Bam.
We are at minus
Space Station
600.
goes down.
All right, Game Boy Links for
900 points left. We got to get this one.
400.
We got to get both of them.
This one's for Links. This game is good, simple, but effective. Slash them up. Even if we are far from the splendid version of arcade, its realization, without being exceptional, is completely correct. This cartridge offers 23 levels, not revolutionary, but fun and very affordable. This is Ninja Gaiden, right?
I want to say Ninja Gaiden, but was that a slash them up?
Yeah.
I thought he fought with his fists in the arcade version. Because the Link's port was the arcade game.
Well, remember, there were 2 Ninja Gaiden games on
Ninja Gaiden 3.
There was Ninja Gaiden, which was the port of the arcade game.
Yeah.
And then there was Ninja Gaiden 3, which was more like the NES game.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is that's gonna be your slash 'em up.
Yeah.
And it says, even if we are far from the splendid version of the arcade, so
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that, and you know what, that fits better than the arcade port.
I don't know.
I'm willing to go with that.
Are you thinking Ninja Gaiden 3 then?
That's a good guess. Trying to think of another. No, definitely not the first one. I don't think the first one, because the first one he wasn't using a sword.
And 23 levels in the
23 levels is huge for an arcade game.
An arcade
That's
game.
True. Yeah.
I'm thinking Night Gaiden 3.
Yep. I'm good with that.
All right. Let's go with that. Rygar.
Oh,
damn it. Yeah, that works.
We lost.
Minus 1,000.
We lost.
Let's see how much we lost by. Game Boy Links 500. Game Boy. When I started playing, I found this game quite disappointing, especially because of the graphics, the sound effects, and the control system, especially because of all those things, especially because of everything. But I did well to stick with it. The game improves, and finally, the scenario turns out to be pleasant and varied. 72%. This could be anything.
So it's a game that was disappointing at first.
And then wasn't.
Because of the graphics, sound effects, and control. But it improves. We have no idea what kind of game it is.
What about just say no.
I don't want to say Mario World because it's way too late for that to be, or Mario Land because it's way too late for that to be.
Right.
Here.
Especially because of the graphics, control.
There's no hint here into what this is.
No, there isn't.
No.
We can just this is just name a Game Boy game and hope it's the one.
From the early 90s.
Yeah.
A game that has disappointing graphics, but in the end is fun to play.
Although
pleasant to play.
Fall of the Foot Clan was a pretty early game, right?
We already got that though.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
so it could be Super Mario Land.
Could be Mario Land.
Was Fall of the Foot Clan that early?
Yes.
It was pretty early.
It was early. It was one of the first games I got for the Game Boy.
I'd be tempted to just go with Mario Land here.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter either way.
Yeah.
We're either losing by 500 or we're losing by 1,500, so.
Mario Land?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it fits.
RoboCop.
I feel like, CJ, if you went back and mixed and matched editing, we
could come out really well.
We could, yeah.
I think it's RoboCop, guys. Hey, it's RoboCop.
Except for not remembering Rygar on the links.
That was brutal.
Well, hold on here. You know what? It's not. No, it's not Ninja Gaiden. You know what? I bet it's Rygar.
There you go.
I'll edit that in. Okay. Perfect.
Cool. Yeah, just splice that in. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, that was rough, guys.
That was rough. Although,
so rough.
I have to admit, not as rough as I thought it was going to be.
No, we had a glimmer of hope there.
We did have a glimmer of hope.
Those two Sega categories that we started with.
That was tough.
Really,
the Mega Drive category crushed us.
Oh yeah. All those shoot them ups. I was convinced we were gonna, end up with none of these correct, but
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Negative 1,500 points.
It's not great.
Not
France.
Not great.
France wins this round.
Yeah.
France, you win. But I want to
never
say,
eat their toast again.
Thank you to
That's not true at
Freedom
all.
fries
Mr.
for
Nelson.
everyone.
That's free. Oh man, freedom toast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
Thank you to Mr. Nelson for this Jeopardy game.
Yeah.
This was a fun one.
That was pretty cool. Good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a very good
Yeah.
idea for this
Yeah.
game. This was punishing.
Yeah,
but,
really.
Still really fun. Anyway, thank you to Mr. Nelson, and thank you Patreon backers for supporting the show. You make it possible to do all the video stuff through Zoom and hosting the podcast and whatnot. So thank you so much for your support week after week. We hope you enjoy these after shows as much as we enjoy getting tortured for the questions. But hey, if you have an idea for a Jeopardy or really any kind of game you think it would be fun to have us play, you can email that to playeronepodcast@gmail.com, and maybe we'll play that on the after show.
Cool.
Anyway, thank you so much for your support. Have a fantastic week.
Hey guys,
Yes.
we're 4 weeks from episode 700.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and we already
should
have
start planning something.
part of that done. We already have the
Yeah, we
after
do.
show for that done. So
Yeah. We're excited about that one too.
Yes.
very excited about that one. I already edited the audio portion of it, so and it's very funny. It's very good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so look forward to that, Patreon backers. Keep that support going till at least episode 700. So I can hear that.
Oh man.
And have a fantastic week. We will see you next time. Gotta
Bye.
find the button to stop the live stream here.